Hi, Lee. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Fine, thank you very much. Tell us where you are right now. Where are you?
I'm in Rome.
Great. So what are you doing there?
I'm a Rome Prize Fellow this year, so I'm just staying here with my family and compose, getting a lot of work done, including this piece I wrote for you earlier.
Oh, that's so you wrote it in Rome. Very nice.
Yes, I did. It's the second piece I finished in Rome.
Oh, that's great. I'm very proud. Under the Roman sun, shall we say?
Yes.
Okay, so I since we just started talking about the piece, Piano Piano is its name.
Mhm.
Can you tell us a little bit more about this piece? What was your inspiration? So it has an Italian name too.
Yeah, well, it pretty much describes the tempo and the overall kind of atmosphere of the piece. In Italian also means slow. And as it turns out, this is the word that we hear a lot when Albert's running around. Our son, Albert, is 2 year old, and he's always running around, and his Italian teacher always says, piano, piano, you know.
Yeah.
Of course, when I wrote the piece, that's just it came to me that it dawned on me that this actually could be something that I can use for the title because I did want to write a piano piece,
Yes.
and the overall ambience of the work should be soft and slow.
Yes. So what sort of sounds do you use?
I there besides the piano, the things that you play on the keyboard, I also use some technique. One of them is something I think I invented. It's throwing styrofoam peanuts onto the strings of the piano inside of the piano with the pedal sustain pedal down.
Yeah.
It is just one of those sounds that fascinate me ever since I first discovered it when I used to live in Boston.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I sometimes call it a little a a sonic blossom or a almost like a little a cloud of a sonic cloud. It's
Yeah.
impossible to define what it is. The pitch is very mysterious, and it's hard to predict
Yes.
what will happen when you throw it. It's just this magical contact between this mundane object, the
Yeah.
styrofoam peanut that you use for packaging,
Yeah.
and the piano, and I love the mystery of it.
Yes,
Of course, yeah,
it sounds great. It sounds um, very, yeah, as you say, it's very difficult to describe, but it sounds very light. It sounds very
yeah,
transparent, and also, the peanuts bounce. So,
right, exactly. And apparently, you've become very good at it. Some of the recordings that
thank
you
you.
sent me, and because I do a lot of this, and it's not easy to do. You have to find the right distance to throw them,
Yeah.
and to know how much. The difficult part is manipulating them without making too much sound.
Yes.
And so there's a lot of technique that you want to create the best condition for it to bounce,
Exactly.
right?
Yeah.
And that is part of that technique I can't even describe in my program notes. That is one element I use, and also I use this is something I think someone else have used much earlier than I did, which is using a electric guitar bow
Yeah.
to glide on the strings, which again, I think you've mastered that technique.
Thank you. Yeah, I think John Zorn has a piano piece in which he uses small glasses that create
Yeah,
very,
some
very,
people use small glasses, right? And
yeah, very
sometimes
similar
use
effects.
up plexiglass bar.
Yeah.
It's basically as long as you can find a way to glide on the strings without harming it,
Yeah.
it's fine. Yeah,
That sounds
that's what
very, that,
improvisers do.
yeah, that sounds very, very nice too. So, can you tell us also a little bit about how it was for you to write for piano? Because you're a composer who is not afraid of writing for piano. You have lots of piano pieces.
Oh, I I must say there was a period that I was afraid because I was trained as a pianist since I was 4.
Oh, okay.
And so until I was 13 or so, all my compositions, starting 106 or so, were for the piano. And it took me a long hiatus kind of period. I didn't want to write anything for the piano just because it is an instrument that comes with so many habit for me. You know, when I write, I have certain things. I know how my hands like to move on the keyboard. And I felt that that was the kind of condition I need to be very aware and also critical of. And so for a long time, I didn't write for the piano until I believe it's 1996 or so, or 98. I wrote a piece. The title is Against Piano. After that, I wrote more. Yes, I wrote. It took me 11 years to finish a piano suite called My Windows, and last year, 2011, I wrote a piano concerto.
Yes.
So yeah, I finally find a way that I feel like I can re-engage this instrument.
That's great to hear because your music is magical. So please do not do not spare us from us pianists from having more of it. So great. Let me tell the people that we will be playing this program on April 14, so in just a couple of days in Boston at the Goethe Institute. Unfortunately, you and Ken won't be there this time,
Yeah.
but I will be there. so the music is going
That's
to
the
sound.
most important part. You will be
Well.
there. And in fact, I might just add that that's so important for you, not only that that you are playing this piece, but in this project, you're not really just the kind of the normal performer of a piece. You know, you're really a collaborator in this creative process, because it is for, as your commission calls, for improvising pianist. So
Yes.
I haven't written a piece like this for many years. I used to work with friends very closely, and a lot of that has to do with collectively creating something together.
Yes.
And I think for many different reasons, the last few years I haven't been able to do that. But this project, part of the joy for me to work on this is to feel that I have a real partner in creating something collectively. So in the way, the piece I sent you is incomplete. And I really intended to be that way. I wanted to be a piece, as you probably will show the audience there, that the piece has 2 sets. One set is called light, and the other set is called shadows. These are 2 sets of scores that I send you, and I want you to superimpose them. So the shadows set is supposed to be printed on transparencies, and you superimpose them on light.
Yes.
So it is really your decision how you interpret them, how you make it into your own work. And I listened to the recording you sent me. I'm very very pleased by how you interpret it. So
thank you so much. Thank you. Yes, since this project is a tribute to the great American composers John Cage and Morton Feldman, both of whom are great improvisers as well, we wanted to have a collective project with you and Ken, pieces in which the pianist, the performer, is a part of the creative process. So, and you both were very brave to engage me in such a great way into your compositional process, and I'm really happy to be a part of this. And I'm really proud to have such beautiful pieces. It's awesome. Not every pianist is as lucky.
It's an honor for me to be part of it too.
Not every pianist is as lucky as I am. So
it goes both ways.
Exactly. And one last question to you before we close. Do you have a certain way you prefer that people should engage with this piece, with your music?
Not really. Yeah, I think the Chinese have a way of thinking that you use the sound of nature can kind of cleanse your ears, and I hope that the music that I make, especially this piece that I wrote for you, can create that kind of circumstance for people to come in and use the sound to cleanse their ears.
Oh, that's great.
I
Yes.
certainly feel that way when I wrote it. So
Now I feel very responsible about the whole process.
my mission is accomplished. Give you the extra task to. No, I'm sure it will be a great concert. It's a great program.
Yeah.
I'm sure everyone will enjoy it. Hope I can see you perform live sometime soon on the West Coast.
Thank you very much, Lei. Have a great day in Rome. I hope the sun is shining so you can take a nice walk. Beautiful. So, again, thank you very much and have a great day.
You too. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.